Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his surprise visit to Islamabad. Talat Masood is a defence analyst and a retired Pakistani army general. Welcome to Al Jazeera, Talat Masood. What, in your estimation, is really driving this slight warming in relations?
Well, I think Pakistan, and especially Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, and also to an extent the military leadership here, is convinced that it is important to have better relations with India and to improve the climate so that they can focus more on the internal and domestic challenges, both in the field of economy and also in the field of terrorism and fighting extremism in Pakistan. So I think this was the motivation as far as Pakistan was concerned. And as far as India was concerned, Prime Minister Modi took a stance in the beginning, which was a very tough stance, and he was of the view that probably he will try to build pressure on Pakistan, but that didn't work. And also the internal situation, the domestic situation in India, like his failure to be able to get the majority in Bihar and also in Delhi, I think were also significant landmarks as far as the domestic situation was concerned. So I think he decided to sort of change his policy and be more flexible. I must give full marks to Prime Minister Modi in the sense that he has been very flexible in his policies and has seen that whatever works for India, that is good. And Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif has been very consistent and in a very statesmanlike attitude towards India. And I think it's now going to work because it's not going to be like what it was before, because both the leaders are wanting to institutionalize their relationship. And as you see that there were major events and they're not being, they don't want to be too open also, and do not want to make something more public, and do not want that their expectations of the people on both sides should be very high. Okay. So they are going about it cautiously, but they are going well prepared.
Okay, there are so many big dog whistle issues between these two countries. If this relationship is to move in a positive direction, what has to happen so that they can go beyond cups of tea and handshakes?
First of all, I think there has to be stability on the line of control. And that, I think, is possible because it all depends on the climate and on the sort of policies that the two countries want to pursue. And I think as they want to move forward, the line of control will remain stable. So that's a very big achievement. And then followed with that is, of course, that, the major issues which they say will be discussed in the comprehensive dialogue, which includes Kashmir, which includes Siachen, which includes Sir Creek, and then there are water issues, and then there are issues of terrorism, which is very important for India as well as for Pakistan. So I think if all these issues are to be discussed, then there will be progress. But one does not expect that the hard issues will be settled. But the very fact that if both the leaders are genuine, which it seems so, and they realize that it is in the best interest of their own countries to sort of move forward and leave behind a very sort of a bitter legacy, then only things can move. And those signs seem to appear because the focus of both the leaders is to sort of improve the conditions within their own countries and to move forward on the economy. And both the leaders at the moment are very conscious of trying to sort of develop their countries at a fast rate economically and also have peace. And Pakistan has many challenges within the country, and it also wants to focus domestically rather than sort of be involved with India.